You parents out there really kills me. Y'all would complain and protest stuff about, oh, these kids are getting in fights in school. Oh, this kid is getting bullied in school. Bullying and all that stuff needs to stop. Okay, you parents complains about that stuff, but why don't you parents protest against these school teachers having sex with these students? Why don't y'all protest on that? Y'all protest and complain about everything else, but y'all don't ever protest on stopping these school teachers from having sex with your kids. I ain't seen that one parent out there stepped up and try to protest against that right there. But y'all will protest and complain and bitch about other shit. Like, come on now. And I think the school really needs to change the rules about these teachers, though. Now, people were saying that they need to check these teachers' backgrounds. Half these teachers don't have a criminal background check because I don't know any school out there hiring a teacher that's a felony and got a criminal background. Most of these school teachers' backgrounds are pretty much clean, so it's really hard to tell which one is a pedo and which one is not a pedo. It's really hard to tell, but they really need to go by. They really need to restructure the school rules about these teachers having sexual relationship with these teachers, especially with the female teachers. They need to tell these female teachers that they can't come to school wearing no short dress. They can't come to school wearing makeup on their face. Because first of all, why are you wearing makeup on your face? Who are you trying to impress? And I think those rules need to only be strict only on middle school students and high school students. Elementary kids, not so bad. You don't hear too many allegations about a teacher sleeping with a fifth grader or a teacher sleeping with a kindergarten. I mean, you might hear things them touching them the wrong way or touching their private parts, but other than that, you rarely hear about a woman sleeping in the bed with a fifth grader or a fourth grader or a third grader. You rarely hear stuff like that. Not saying it never happened. I'm pretty sure it had probably happened. If I look it up, I'm pretty sure I'll find a sick teacher that done something like that. But I think it only needs to be for middle school and high school with these rules that they need to do. I think they need to come up with a rule where female teachers, as I was saying, they need to come to school, just dress regular, no dress, because they always strict about students wearing dress, saying like, these teachers always get on these students about dress code. They need to get on these teachers about dress codes, you know. They can't be wearing no damn tank top shirt or whatever. No, they need to wear regular shirts and regular pants. It can't be no tight pants. It can't be no short dress. Can't be. They got coming in. You know what I'm saying? The school system need to get on these teachers a lot more. Now, I'm not saying that it's gonna stop that kind of stuff. Stop teachers from having allegations because with students, but they also need to come up with another rule of all teachers need to wear body cameras, like how cops does. Cops nowadays when you see police officers, most police officers got body cameras on them though, and they need to have every single one of them teachers need to have body cameras on them. A male teacher, and a female teacher all need to have body cameras on them at all times. As soon as they enter the building, they turn on their body camera, and their body camera has to be on all day. They do not turn that body camera off. They do. They gotta wear a body camera. So that way, but it probably won't work because there's a lot of ways of getting by there. They don't, you know what I'm saying? A student can sit there and write a teacher a note and saying how much he likes her or he or she, and she probably might go along with that, or they might be texting each other through the phone, stuff like that. It probably still wouldn't work though, but I think it would be best that all teachers have body cameras on them so that way they don't be accused of having inappropriate stuff with these students. You know what I'm saying? Students are not allowed to wear body cameras. Only teachers are allowed to wear body cameras all freaking day. Now, when they leave the school campus, they can turn it off. But as soon as you come back on the school campus, you turn the body camera back on. Lunch break, Yeah, I understand. They can turn that off around lunch break. But when you come back on school campus and you're ready to teach class again, turn the body camera on. And that's what I think these school politics need to start doing now. And they need to have cameras in every single last one of these classrooms. Every single last one of these classrooms need video cameras. So that way, if a student give a teacher a note or something like that, they can look on the body camera and be like, why that student give the teacher a note, and why would she take the note and put it in her pocketbook? That's suspicious. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They need cameras everywhere in all these classes to keep an eye on these teachers. Not only, you know what I'm saying, just teachers too. You know, they so busy trying to keep an eye on students, keep an eye on the teachers too. Watch the teachers on what they do. Because this stuff has been going on too long right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sitting there talking about safety of your children, like you parents out there complaining about the safety of your children, having some maniac coming on school campus wanting to shoot your kids, or your kid getting bullied. Why don't you parents get together and protest against these teachers having sex allegation with these students? Protest against that. And maybe the school system might change their rules and saying, okay, we're gonna have to change up our rules. We gotta change up the teacher's dress code. We're gonna have to change up every teacher in the school gonna have to wear a body camera. If you don't have a body camera on you, you don't need to be teaching. You go home. If your body camera's broken, we'll give you a new one in the office to make sure. But every single one of teachers need to have a body camera on at all times. So that way, if a teacher's sitting in the desk and a student approach them and they try to talk sexual allegation with them, they got it on camera. So that way you got proof to tell the parents that you was not the one that started the sexual allegation. It was the student that did. You know what I'm saying? So that way y'all teachers can cover y'all asses. You know what I'm saying? That way y'all ain't got to worry about students lying on you, saying that it was you that came up to them with sexual allegation. Not them, but it was them that came up to you with asking you about nasty stuff. So that way when you got the body camera on recording the student, clear it up in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? You be good. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what they need to start doing now, man. Every teacher in that school needs to start having body cameras at all times, man. Now, some people say it probably won't do no good. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's always a way of people sneaking by. Yeah, you're right. It probably won't do no good, but I think it's worth a shot, people. I think it's worth a shot to have every single teacher have body cameras on them, and classrooms need to be every single last of the classrooms need to be installed with cameras, so that way they can have somebody in the office, you know, to watch these teachers and watch these students. Why did that student pass that note, or why did that teacher gave the student a note? The student read the note, and then the student put the note in their book bag. You know, that's suspicious. That way you can catch them. You can catch these people on time on how they move. You know what I'm saying? You got to start doing that. The same way how Walmart and Target got every camera in the store and they can see every people trying to steal and every thief. They can kind of see that. They need to do that with the school. Have cameras planted all over the school and have somebody in that office watch every single last one of them students though. And I know schools got cameras and stuff like that, but they really need to hire a professional to watch these teachers and watch these students on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't, man, they're gonna continue to get away with this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna keep hearing a male teacher and a female teacher laying in the bed with students. So, yeah, parents, if you want to complain about something, complain about stopping these teachers from sleeping with your child. But y'all don't never get together on that. It's always about somebody bullying my child. Y'all can easily complain about that and get together on shit like that or bullying, but you don't want to get together on stopping these sneaky ass, dirty ass, filthy, disgusting teachers trying to sleep with your child. Unbelievable, man. But yeah, man, I was just pitching ideas out there. Maybe that might work, maybe it won't though. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say, y'all. Peace.